trying to take a thumbnail picture, and can you see how big this box is? It is insane. And for someone who's just built a whole load of furniture, that did my arm in. Welcome to August makeup buys. So if you want to see what was in that box, stay tuned. I really don't know where to start. That box was bloody heavy. So let's just start off with what's right in front of me and what I'm wearing on my face right now, which is the Conceal and Glow by Revolution. It's their new foundation. Spoiler alert, I absolutely love it. Like, look at my skin. I feel like this is a great foundation. I haven't tested the longevity of it just yet, but I have tested it on my skin and the first impressions, and from what I've put on my skin so far, I really like it. Next thing is the Fix and Glow primer. So this is a glowy primer. You know me, I love glow primers, which is weird because I have oily skin mainly, and you'd think I'd like something mattifying. I like something glowy, and let's just say I really love this. A little skincare bit, I went to Primark and bought 10 packets of these. These are just the aloe vera nose pore strips, and they're amazing. Once you open them, they come in a little packet like this, and you get 4 in a packet for £1, which I think is really good considering the Biore strips. I think you get like 5 or 6 for like £8. I opt for these, and I would recommend anybody to go out and buy these. Some of this stuff is going to be from the first week of September, just because I'm still receiving stuff in September. I've got the new XX Revolution eyeshadow palettes. Now there's 37 shades in here. So you've got a pink and purple one. The X Generation one is the purple palette, which just looks like this. They look insane. They're massive, I must admit, but I'm just going to swatch one shade because I do want to do like a review on this, and I want to swatch this shade here because it is incredible. I'm just so amazed with that shade there. I just can't wait to use it, and when we use it, I'm obviously going to use that shade. Then we have X-Ray, which is more of the pinkier palette. I haven't swatched this one because I'm not going to, because I have played around and swatched this one a bit. They are incredible. They're £20, a little steep, but I had to buy both of them. Then we know NikkieTutorials came out with a palette in collaboration with Beauty Bay. It is insane. That is just the box. Then when you open it up, it comes in bubble wrap. Do you know what's so unique about this palette is it opens up like that. And there is the palette. It's insane. I'm gonna do a review on this. I have to do a review on this. I've seen everybody else doing it and I just can't wait. And it's like one mirror on this side is magnifying, which I think is incredible, just because there's a lot of people out there that wear glasses and they don't wear contacts. So when they take their glasses off, how are they meant to do their eyeshadows? So I think this is an incredible palette, and it's only £25 for, I think, how many shades? 20 shades? So yeah, can't wait to play with this. I don't know if you're going to remember that I said I made an order on AliExpress and I bought 5 of the new You Can Be eyeshadow palette. So you've got Fruit Punch, Light Chocolate, Cola Berry, Pink Mojito and My Honey. I got these, and then I also got the Splashy Candies palette, and all in all this cost me like £29 with delivery and everything. So AliExpress is just so good, and this is what the Splashy Candies look like. It's just a very monochromatic palette, and I can't wait to play with this and have it all in one palette. And it doesn't feel cheap, even though they're very cheap. So Fruit Punch just comes in a box, a green box, and it's a very matte colourful palette. Then we've got Light Chocolate, which is a matte neutral palette. So it's like they've got one of both, one matte, one bright, one neutral. Then we've got Berry Cola, which has a mixture of shimmers to mattes, and it just comes in a box like this. The packaging on the Pink Mojito is my absolute favourite. And this has, again, shimmers and mattes. And we have My Honey, which again is another favourite because it's just a neutral palette. Then we have a few Colourpop palettes, and I'm going to start off with the Wild Nothing palette because I have been using this for work and it's a very nice neutral palette. The packaging is adorable. I do want to get more, but I'm just not sure what I want to get. And this is the box, and then that is the inside. It's just a neutral palette and I've been loving it for work. I've been putting this dark shade all over my lid and blending it out, and then just put in like a nice shade like this shimmer shade here all over my lid. It's just a quick, that one. Just a quick look for work, nothing over the top or anything like that, just a nice neutral look. Then another Colourpop palette I bought off of, I think, one of Nissa's Patreons, and this is the Whatever palette. I haven't used it yet, but I was always looking to buy this palette. Look at it, it just is so nice. I don't think this has been used that much, if anything, but can't wait to use that one. Then we did a group order on Alex's Patreon group and I got the Going Coconuts palette. I actually have another palette on the way, the new Sunshine looking palette. This is what the Going Coconuts looks like. I can't wait to use this one. And then I also bought the Cloud Dye set. So it comes in a box like this, then you open it up and it actually has 3 of the new cloud dye palettes. So you've got the green one, a purple and a orange one. So the purple one is called Inner Trance. Now these are thinner than the Going Coconuts monochromatic palettes. So it just looks like this. Then we have Aura and Out, which is the green palette. I've still got looks like this. And then we've got Miss Bliss, which is in this lovely peachy packaging. I have a few more Colourpop items in the box, but we'll get to them. Next I bought off of another Patreon was a Violet Voss palette with Nicole. I'm not even going to say the last name and butcher it. I used to love my Holy Grail Violet Voss palette, so I was so happy to see that someone was selling this one. And again, barely been used, so can't wait to play with that. Then Alex's Patreon, Carly, who is a down-to-earth, lovely person, she was telling me this was only £3 on the website, and then she told me she bought it for me, and I was like, thank you. She's completed my set because I have the green and I have the pink, but I don't have the purple, and I keep forgetting to try and get it, but she got it for me. And this one is the best one out of all 3 of them, just because there is more mattes in here to play with, whereas the other ones it's just majority shimmers, maybe 1 or 2 mattes. Okay, there's only 4 mattes in here, but it's better than the other palettes, and I just love all of that. Now I have the Mars Revolution palette, but I don't have Earth, and someone was selling this for £5 and it's never been used, so I can't wait to use these. Again, it was just to complete my collection because I have one and not the other, and you know what I'm like, I need to collect. I also finally got my hands on a Mitchell palette with Beauty Bay, so I'm sure you guys know what this looks like. You've got 2 sides. This is one of the sides, and then that is the second side. It obviously opens up like a book. The mirror comes out, which I'm not going to bring out because I do want to do a video on this. I know this was limited edition, but I feel like when you take something away and say that's it, it's not in stock, you want it more, and that's what happened with me, so I'm glad I got this. So we were all waiting for the Carnival 3 palette to come out, and then all of a sudden this dropped, which was Sample Beauty's palette in collaboration with Beth Painter. Now it comes in a little sleeve, but the feel of this palette is amazing, and it just, yeah, it's another colourful palette, and this one really reminds me of the Beauty Bay and Mitchell palette, which I will be doing a review on, and I feel like I want to compare the two. So I might do a swatches video where I swatch shades that are similar, just to show you that, okay, that one is limited edition, but you might be able to find some shades in here that are very similar if you missed out on the Beauty Bay palette. Then this is a highlight I'm wearing on my face. This is a first impression, so this video is probably either up already or up after this one. This is the Easy Tiger highlight, and let's just say it is gorgeous. I love it. It's called Girls for Girls, or the brand's called Girls for Girls, and this is called Easy Tiger. I'm not sure, but yeah, look out for this if you love a goldy champagne highlight, because it's so good. Then from another Patreon, I bought the Milani, what is this called, Rose Glow palette, and this is in the shade Stellar Lights, and I mainly bought it for this shade here. I've always seen this and I've always wanted it, and I'm so glad I have it. It's another gold highlight. Like, I don't have enough gold highlights in my collection, but I'm a hoarder and a collector, what can I say? Then one of Mrs. Patreons was asking her if she got an affiliate link to this palette, because she absolutely loves this palette, and she did. And I found this, it was on Amazon for what, like £3 or something ridiculous. It was very cheap, and I had Prime, so it come the next day, and she always raves about this palette, so I had to get it. Just looks like this. It's a matte palette, but I can use a shimmer from another palette. Like, I haven't got 1,000 palettes with shimmers in, so yeah, it was something different for me, and can't wait to use this. So a lot of this you'll see is like secondhand makeup that I bought from people, including the 24A Morphe Artist palette. Look at this. I've been wanting this since I saw Alex's tutorial on this, and especially like the stars. Now I know they're going to be a little bit harder to work with, but I can't wait to use it. It's incredible. Then from Jill, another patron of Alex's, I bought this Morphe palette of her. This is the 35F, just a neutral palette, and yeah, there's nothing more I can say. I've really wanted this for a little while. This is more berry toned. It is shimmers. Only the bottom row is mattes, but I can appreciate that. From Jill, I also bought these MAC palettes. So I got the neutral, the warm neutral, and the cool neutral palette. This is obviously the warm and the cool. Can't wait to play with these. These are just something I've always wanted, and ever since, was it Juicy Star 07 when she had one of these, and then her sister was called All That Glitters, and since then I've always wanted a MAC palette, and I finally have one. Another collection I had to complete was these Revolution Pro quad eyeshadows. These are insane. They're called the Ultimate Eye Look palette. So this is the So Jaded one, which is the green palette. Like, look at that. Then we have the Ocean Treasure palette. I can finally put these in my collection. Like, I've made space for them, and I can't wait to show you an updated makeup collection, because I recently bought the IKEA pack system because I just own so much. So the black on zebra looking one is Wild Onyx, Diamonds and Pearl. This is the one I'm wearing on my eyes today. Oh my god, let me just say, these are incredible. I love them. And last but not least, we have Quartz Crush, which is the pink one, which sadly is all shimmers, which I'm a bit annoyed about. I wish there was like maybe one matte in here that I could work with, but absolutely love these. Then another Patreon of Nissa's called Nina, I bought these off of her. So I bought the Huda Beauty, well, they're all Huda Beauty Coral Obsession palette. Oh, can't wait. They're so cute. I just want to collect them all. The Topaz Obsession palette, my favourite, I must admit. And then the Warm Brown Obsession palette. Love this one as well. Then I've been looking for the W7 Bare All everywhere in B&M, and I could not find them. So Jill again went out and got them for me, and she bought me the Exposed palette, which obviously I paid her back for. And then sadly the Uncovered palette came broken, which is fine. because I can still use the other shades. Couple more skincare because these were on offer for like £1.50. I bought the Garnier Moisture Bomb tissue mask because I've used that before and absolutely love it. After a clay mask, and I leave a clay mask on for very long to really like empty my pores, I like to use a like tissue mask to put some oils back into my skin. And then I bought the Pure Charcoal black tissue mask. I've never used this one, so I'm very intrigued to use that one. Then again, to finish off my collection, I bought the rest of the Colour Focus palettes. 2 are new and the blue one is the one that I don't have just yet. So now I have all of them. So the blue one is called Smoke and Mirror. Just looks like that. The formula of these palettes is insane. Then the new one is Nude on Nude, which is just my type of palette. It's very pink toned, berries, and I just love berry tone, and we're going into autumn and it's the best time to wear a berry toned eyeshadow look. And then the Bronzed Glow one, which is just like a warm tone palette, but now I have all of them. And in Alex's Patreon, we're all like waiting for offers and sending each other offers because I think a lot of us wanted to get these palettes. Revolution are finally up in their game with their tasty palettes. I feel like they do them at the end of the year, and they finally got a watermelon palette and it just looks so good, and I like the fact that you can feel and they're very textured. So this is what the palette looks like, very like pastel-y, a lot of colour in there, and you know what, there's a lot of nice neutral shades in there to really help with blending out these pops of colour. But just love it. It really reminds me of like summertime, even though we're coming out of summer and into autumn, but I still will do a review on this. I then bought 5 of the Hydra Bomb glosses by Revolution. So I got the clear one in the shade Element. I'm not really going to swatch that one. The one on my lips is called Hydrate, so I'm not going to swatch that one either. It's this shade here. Now I've finally ordered the last darkest shade because they hadn't had it in stock because it went out of stock so quickly. Because I don't have it just yet. And then this shade is called Drippin'. These are such a thick formula that you only need the littlest amount. So this is Drippin', a nice pale pinky nude. Then we have Versus. But watch this. Watch how much product is just on there, which is a very pinky toned colour compared to the last one. This reminds me of what was that, Posy K by Kylie, and this is Faux, which these are so thick, but you need the littlest amount. Oh no, this reminds me of Posy K a bit more. So those are those 3 shades, plus Hydrate is on my lips. It's my favourite. They're only £5. Revolution also extended their, what are these called, Heartbreaker eyeshadow palettes collection. So we've got Flamboyant, which is the pink one, and they've actually got Revolution, well, Heartbreakers gift sets on at Superdrugs, but I'm waiting for them to come in store. Then we got Flourish, and last but not least we've got Fiery. Again, that was just to complete my collection. Then we have some new lip liners, and so, well, they're new to me. These are the Satin Kiss lip liners, and I have the shade Icon, which is a pale pink shade. Then I have the shade Ruby, because that is my favourite red by Revolution, which is probably their only red. They need to come out with more, like in their permanent line. Then we have Fling, which is just a nudie brown shade, a very pale one. And then last but not least we have Shofar. So remember the other Revolution lip liners, Shofar is there. They were very hard and dragged on your lips. These are so soft. I would highly recommend going out and buying these. Another lip liner that I'm wearing is the Natural Collection Espresso. It's a lovely brown lip liner, and these are like £2 or £3. And I know I keep using my Revolution lip liner, but this is the exact same shade, so if you can't get your hands on that, get your hands on this. And then I have the Ultimate Pro base by Revolution. This is the eyeshadow base in the shade Medium. They only have 3 shades, light, medium and dark, and this is literally a dupe for the P. Louise base. And I cannot wait to use this because I bought medium because I feel like light would be just too light for me. And I like them to blend into my foundation a bit. So let's see. There it is. I wonder if that will dry down. I'm going to leave it there and see if it dries down. This was only £5, so I will be doing a review and I'm going to compare the P. Louise to this base very soon. Then the other Colourpop item I bought was this Wisp highlighter. Oh, it's just a nice gold. Oh, it's so soft. Look at that. Don't know where I'm putting it. There we go. I'll put it on the end there. Can you see it? I'm hoping you can. I haven't used it yet, but I can't wait to use it. I just can't believe I've got a Colourpop highlighter. The next one I want to get is, I think it's Lunch Money. Carly recommended it and it is a nice gold shade, so I can't wait to get another one. Then Alex Makeup with Alex Kate has a affiliate code with, is it affiliate code? A discount code with lip lashes, and obviously had to buy some. So I have the shade High Maintenance. Look at the packaging. These are only £5 and there's always deals going. Just look on her Instagram page. Then we have Hustler, Wispy Business and Addicted. I can't wait to use these. I did try and put eyelashes on today and I just couldn't do it today. Don't know why, it happens. But the star of this show has got to be the new Stacey Marie Carnival Free palette. Now this retails for $36.95, I want to say. And I was away in Cyprus when this got delivered, but my mum sent me a picture of it and oh my god, it's even nicer in person. Look at that. I just love the fact there's loads of pinks and purples because they're like my favourite colours to play with, and neutrals obviously, but oh, it looks so good. I cannot wait to do a video using this. This and the Nikkie palette and the Beth Painter palette. Even though I'm not a big colourful eyeshadow person, I can't wait to play with them. I've also kept the little card that it comes with. I just, oh. The collection also had like eyelashes, highlights, lip stains or lip, what are these called? Lip glaze, double glazed lip things. Oh, yeah, just screenshot that if you want. I cannot wait. I've kept it, I've kept the box, I've kept everything about it because it's so good. And the little last but not least, when you order from Revolution's website at the moment, you've been getting these little samples, and I got the medium one because I am F8. But I thought I could test out the other undertones and see if they suit me. So they come in little packages like this, little sample sizes. So I thought, let me see if there is another one that suits my skin tone better. But at the moment, F8 is the best one for me. So yeah, I've got 2 of these at the moment. Guys, I wish you could see the mess around me. But that is the end of this haul. I hope you enjoy it. It's probably a long one. Please don't come at me saying I waste my money on makeup, because then don't watch my channel. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you've got anything you really want me to review, please let me know. But I do work full time, so I do get to reviews as soon as I can. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy and I will see you next time. Bye guys.